good decision for him.
Yeah, and he scored some significant goals at key moments as well, late on to rescue a point.
It's going to be a good game, folks.
A couple of days ago, 25 in 85 in his Premier League.
to the live watch along of Chelsea versus Brighton in the Premier League. Let's go and get the 3 points today. I'll give you the lineups in a minute. The lineups at the moment are as follows. For Chelsea, it's Mendy in goal, Aspilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger, James, Kovacic, Jorginho, Pulisic, Mount, Lukaku, Hudson-Odoi on the bench. It's Kepa, Alonso, Chalobah, Sarr, Kante, Saul, Barkley, Havertz, and Ziyech. On the Brighton team is Sanchez, Lamptey, Cucurella, Basuma, Mope, McAllister, Lallana, Modder, March, Byrne, and Veltman. And then on the bench is Steele, Webster, Miwipu, Gross, Elzati, Welbeck, Duffy, Richards, and Ferguson is your team for Brighton to play against Chelsea today.
For the Premier League for 9 weeks this season until they lost at West Ham. That was at the start of this month. In the past, this club have been Premier League champions 5 times, but in all 5 of those seasons, Chelsea were top of the table at the turn of the year. As we prepare to enter 2022, Thomas Tuchel will not want there to be too much of a gap to make up on Manchester City. Brighton thoroughly enjoyed that win at home last time out, but it was their first victory since September.
So let's go and get the 3 points today at home to Brighton and finish the halfway points this season, second in the league.
Premier League squads are stretched at the moment, but Chelsea's depth in evidence in these tricky times. The alterations include a first Premier League start since October for Romelu Lukaku. Aspilicueta and Christensen return to the defence, and Mateo Kovacic is back in the midfield with N'Golo Kante on the bench.
Yeah, Connor, I'd certainly look for Chelsea. They're going to miss Thiago Silva's defensive composure, his ability on the ball. No question about that. For Jorginho and Kovacic, they can then allow those forward players. Christian Pulisic will much prefer playing slightly off on one side, in and around Lukaku. And now the centre forward is back. Chelsea are a completely different animal when Lukaku plays up front for them.
Well, Brighton made 3 changes from their win over Brentford. Graham Potter welcomes back Yves Bissouma from suspension. Joel Veltman is back in the defence. He missed the Brentford game with a hamstring injury. And with no Leandro Trossard tonight...
God, Chelsea! God, Chelsea! God, Chelsea! God, Chelsea!
Yep, and Neil Mope, obviously, there's always a big emphasis on him. And without Trossard, who's really caught the eye this season, that's a huge loss. So others have got to step up, whether it's
Come on, boys!
or Solly March. Adam Lallana can sit there alongside Bissouma, who has great energy.
Chelsea! 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 Chelsea!
The power and that ability of Lukaku returning.
Since Thomas Tuchel's first game in charge of Chelsea last January, they have lost fewer Premier League games than any other team. 2 coaches who have driven their teams to improvements.
Come on, Chelsea!
Chelsea 12 points better off than this stage last year. Brighton have 9 points more on the board than they did at this point of the season a year ago. Well, 4 of Chelsea's last 6 Premier League goals have been penalties from Jorginho. It does help that Chelsea have been awarded more penalties this season than any other side in the top flight.
I'll take that because it used to be my eye. The noise that's way.
In particular that Chelsea need to keep a close eye on. Between them, Neil Mope and Trossard have scored almost 70% of Brighton's goals.
Come on, Chelsea!
Mope has got to try and do it by himself tonight. The win over Brentford moved Brighton up into the top half of the table at the time on Boxing Day. Tonight, if things were to go their way here, Brighton could be elevated up to as high as 8th place. In their entire history, Brighton have never been higher than 9th in the top flight at the turn of the year. Stamford Bridge, as we know, though, is not an easy place to come. Brighton have been playing Chelsea on and off since 1933, regardless of not winning here. They have never even scored a goal at this stadium in the past.
Brighton gets underway. Chelsea versus Brighton in the Barclays Premier League. Let's go and let's get above those liver straight in Liverpool and let's finish above the Reds at the halfway point of the blooming season.
All the way
Go on, Chelsea.
Looking forward to this, Connor, tonight. As you watch Chelsea's second half performance transformed by the emergence of Lukaku.
Come on, Chelsea.
For Brighton, an important win for them against Brentford. Just to settle and calm their nerves after a lot of drawn games recently. So, big game for both teams. For Chelsea, it's must-win territory.
Go on, Chelsea. Go on, Chelsea. Go on, Chelsea. Go on, Chelsea.
It's something to build on as we enter this really hectic period. But certainly all the pressure on Chelsea, and they'll be expected to turn Brighton over tonight.
I'm like not stressed out because I'm pretty much confident because we played well against Villa. Had a lucky, I would say a lucky goal, but we conceded. But apart from that, we played actually all right in decent aspects of the game, decent ability, decent signs, decent team, and let's go and let's do what we can do and go and get the result and do what we can do. And just see what triggers in the minds of the players and the minds of the club and see what we can do, because it's not going to be easy, it's not going to be a difficult aspect, but we'll try the best of our abilities to go and win the game, try as much as we can, and collectively be and as equal and be as the team will try the best to do what we can do. Go on! Go on! Oh!
Brighton very relieved that Newcastle was back from suspension tonight. He tracked that run very well. The opening 2 minutes of
Oh, for God's sake, that's never a foul, you cunt.
Any sort of ball there from Hudson to Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Come on, lads.
And he hadn't even got to lift his head, he just dumped that. And maybe gives him the lead. Just seeing Basuma, that work he did there, really good in recovering. That's the
Doing alright, looking forward to an easy win.
But again, strong play from Lukaku. Wins that.
Yeah, I am. easy win.
Just something in front of him, just a little bit more on that.
I do as much as I can.
Just delayed that pass a fraction of a second.
Ah,
The opportunity has gone.
That's never a foul, man. We're playing Brighton, who really we should win because Brighton have never. Yeah, except Brighton have never scored at Stamford Bridge in their history.
As Andy mentioned, in the right wing berth at the moment, but they are so fluid and flexible, these Chelsea players, they could well alter positions as the evening goes on. Lukaku.
I'm doing alright, go on. Pass the ball. Oh, you jammy git. Oh, God's sake, man.
Brighton though remain firm on the edge of their own penalty area.
Yeah, because you could have passed it. Yeah.
Gives the free kick to Brighton.
Look, man. Ha! I can understand that. Look, man. I can say Lukaku because he knows where the target is.
In the early stages, the win probability for now firmly in Chelsea's favour. We'll keep tracking that as it progresses across the evening. Jorginho.
so I did.
Straight to Modder. Free kick to Brighton. A foul this time by Kovacic. 19. A red card in the Premier League this season. This is his fourth top 5 game of the campaign.
Oi!
Down goes Lamptey. Looks to Lamptey.
Way!
Free kick for Chelsea's defence.
Well done.
Proper battle tonight between Tariq Lamptey and Reece James. Right, Chelsea's left.
Come on, boys. Well done, Reece.
I think Lamptey did just step across the path of Reece James at the last moment. He's been there, just trying to initiate a bit of contact. Good decision, that.
In many respects, the emergence of Reece James and how good he's been has limited the options for Tariq Lamptey at Chelsea in the past. He only ever made one substitute appearance in the Premier League during his time here at Stamford Bridge. Lamptey played a couple of cup games too.
You don't get. Yeah, Adam Holden, look. Look, man. Yeah.
The Chelsea team has been a very good
It was
position for Brighton.
You tried your best, but go on, Mount. Go on, oh, you bastard.
Christensen to Jorginho.
They did all right. It was just that
2 or 3 times already, Connor. When the ball's knocked up to
The only
Lukaku and he drops it back,
nah.
and there's someone making that third man run. Chelsea can find that player.
The only reason they didn't win was because of Schmeichel.
Because Brighton are trying to hold a high line. If they're going to press, then that back four have got to be up close to the halfway line. Otherwise, it's not worth doing.
Should have scored it. Should have scored it.
If that's the game plan, that they're going to really squeeze Chelsea, which it looks like it at times, and they've got to be really tight and secure at the back.
I know you're a fan of the distribution of Thiago Silva as well.
Come on. Oh, for God's sake, boys.
He plays most games in second gear, Thiago Silva. He's there. He does about his work. Defensively, he's so cool and makes so many good decisions. With the ball at his feet, he initiates a lot of their forward play. So
I forgot.
a significant miss.
Come on.
And again, that's another
Pressurise.
reason why Graham Potter's probably thinking, let's test that.
Well done.
Let's make them work and see how they
Well done, Rudiger. No, but you want to notice something. Chelsea have had the most penalties given this season.
Beaten by Christensen. Lukaku gets it back to Mount.
Yeah. Go on, Hunter the Dyke. Go on. Go on. Oh. Go on. Ah, you big Rom should have got you. Yeah, it'll be an interesting game. Yeah, because I thought it was going in.
Alistair clears for Brighton already. Mopé looks quite isolated and he'll be missing Trossard. He's not even on the bench for Brighton tonight.
We won't. We got Edward Mendy.
Rudiger.
Go on. Well done, Rudy.
That will be a Chelsea corner.
It's been a really bright start from the home team. Assertive and confident.
Big Rom.
To touch where they can. Good start.
Yeah, try our best. Go on, go on. Oh, you stupid keeper.
Chelsea remain on the attack.
Yeah, because I keep thinking we're going to score.
We prefer playing there, Connor. And he's been the one that sort of they've used as a false nine, really, without Lukaku, but it's never suited.
No, but we have a guy called Big Rom because he's a big unit.
Lukaku showed for his goal at Villa in the second half. It's typical, that's what you get from a number 9 who knows his job, who knows what to do. And Chelsea haven't
For
had
money.
that with all the other options there, whether it's Havertz, whether it's Werner, Pulisic, whoever. They don't offer that kind of movement that Lukaku did for his goal.
And you know the adaptability of Christian Pulisic quite as well as Thomas Tuchel. Tuchel gave him his debut.
That's just a
progression as a young player.
come on.
He's played a whole host of different positions this season already as Christian Pulisic for Chelsea. And he's picking out Lukaku. Basuma doing that disrupting role.
Yeah. That's a massive position tonight.
Better work.
Basuma and the role that he plays, as you say, and trying to make sure that he's always looking to intercept, blocking that ball into Lukaku's feet. Whenever Mason Mount or Hudson-Odoi, any of those guys are picking it up and running at people, he's the one that's got to go shoulder to shoulder. They're going to skip past Lallana, not quick enough, doesn't have the legs there anymore. Lallana's there to get his team playing and always be an outball for them. He's not there as a defensive rear guard, any sort of strength in that respect. It's not going to happen, so Basuma
God, Chelsea.
to the team.
For Boxing Day, Brighton have been on a club record winless run in the top
No,
flight.
we.
Those 3 points they picked up were really important.
No, but we got
Top half of the table, they could return there this evening.
Yeah, but we've all.
A lot of draws
Yeah.
this season for Brighton.
Yeah, but it's also good luck on our side. Brighton have yet to score at Stamford Bridge in their whole history as a football club.
He's done really well against Reece James. And the shot did have bend on it, but it just set off too wide. But you're right, Andy, that's going to be one of the key battles tonight. And he's winning it.
You know, Reece James
Come on, boys.
Won't have faced too many like
Wow,
Lamptey, with such searing, blistering pace that he's got.
Yep, and now you got no Arteta for Man City.
Again, and once he does that, he's no coming back. You're not catching him. He's just come inside on his left foot and not really got any snap in the shot. But
So,
again, that's,
yeah, so whoever's Arteta's assistant, he'll be taking charge of that game.
we admire his game so much in his forward play. It'll be a test for him defensively today.
Yeah.
is very fast.
Second time.
The highest recorded top speed of any player in the team last season was Tariq Lamptey. He was recorded doing 36.6 kilometers per hour against Newcastle last year. I mean, there are a lot of fast players.
Gary McSheffrey.
To be the one who had the quickest sprint is quite the achievement.
Yeah.
So they march.
Because they might not be announcing it.
Kukurea to Basuma. So just a shrug off. Jorginho asking to.
Come on, boys.
Christensen. Has featured a lot more since Thomas Tuchel's Cavani had been marginalised in the closing months of Frank Lampard's regime.
You can say that to us. We had a depleted squad in the cup against Brentford, and we still won.
Kukurea.
So it shows if any team can do it, so can we.
Just about smuggled it to March. Chelsea with a lot
Well
of
done.
players back behind.
Go on, Big Ron.
Here is Kovacic.
Aye. Cheeky little git. Blue shy, but first to get past Brighton. Oh, come on, Arsenal. I'll be supporting. They are a team on form. Yeah, but the weird thing is, but it's weird how most managers want it to be one like.
Kovacic.
Yeah, but
Rudiger.
why?
Kovacic. Country showed too much of it to Mora.
They were literally poor.
Better work defensively there.
Yeah.
It's that Lukaku first touch, and if it's not good enough, then there should be a foot there just to intercept or just prod it forward into that midfield area.
Well, this defence has been so much better organised this season. They've conceded 11 goals fewer than they had by this stage last year. They're short in centre halves at the moment. Lewis Dunk not expected back until next month. Shane Duffy's unavailable. He's one of the COVID cases at the moment.
But the main, But the one thing is, a lot of people are saying that but a lot of people are saying that not people. Yeah.
This has started the Premier League game since October. Lukaku got that goal against Villa. He's first in the Premier League since September.
It's basically,
Been a little surprised actually that they haven't used him more.
Some players.
He was quick to point out that he didn't feel that he could get enough minutes out of him. That's why he's not been ready to come back into the team. But no matter what you do,
Come on, boys.
You don't really recover. You don't get back to your sharpest.
We always got to think you're gonna get money.
Games in the proper matches.
You're gonna get money.
They haven't got him back to speed a little quicker, but he's there now.
Last season, Lukaku got 30 goals for Inter in all competitions. Moves them to the Serie A title. Chelsea fans will feel that if
Come on, boys.
Chelsea are to win the Premier League title this season, Lukaku is going to need to increase.
Oi! Fouling kit! If you can do me, you'll be getting a punch in the face. So am I, shite.
Martin's caught Reece James there. Martin's his play on for now.
Brighton are playing dirty tonight.
Pulisic.
There is
From
soon.
Mount.
Corner.
Goes up quickly.
Well done.
Over the Chelsea corner.
You're not gonna like it. It's Mike Dean. Yeah, the referee who doesn't like Chelsea. Oh, it's him and Anthony Taylor don't like Chelsea. Yeah, but what I'm yeah, you'll be back. When you see all these challenges that Brighton are doing, no, Brighton are literally playing dirty. Yes! Oh! Fucking cunt! How have we just hit the post? Go on! Oh! Yeah, but you know, yeah, but did you know that it was due to?
It's the first scary moment of the evening for the visitors.
Oh, you're going to be behind me, so you've not seen what I've just seen.
Christensen allowed it to bounce.
Oh, Christensen! Yeah, you're wet. You're basically a minute behind me.
20 to Lallana.
Please don't.
Basuma. Kukurea fancies it.
Yeah, I'm glad you're not. Yeah.
Didn't catch that one.
I'm just.
That's the closest so far.
I'm just glad that he's not. Yeah. I'm just glad you. Oh, it would have been Aspilicueta. Aspilicueta would have scored.
And then once the ball went back wide, Rudiger's little glancing header.
No, he's the one who had the shot at the post. Yeah. And I thought, what is he doing there? Go on, bit.
Scored against Tottenham in September. Scored against Leicester.
Yeah, I'm glad you not put Brighton to. I'm glad you've not put Brighton in your bet to score.
From Roma, that deal expires in June.
Because that would be.
If he goes, massive loss.
No.
Working hard to try and keep him here. But
I would be saying, though, I'm waiting for this result to finish.
you'd expect that someone else would come and grab him.
Oh, please, James, why would you cross it into the goal?
He's got the pace to do his best against Lamptey defensively. Going forward, though, Reece James is probably going to have to climb to that right boot to send in crosses regularly.
That's it. That's the dilemma for him this evening. Still got to be prepared to go on his left foot. And then you just, on the other side, you're just looking to hit it into an area. Just hit it across that 6-yard line, in between 6-yard line and penalty spot, and hope somebody gets on the end of it. With his right foot, he can pick people out. Seen him do that time and time again.
Brown goes searching. It was an attempt of a real Hollywood pass. And to pull that off, it had to be just right.
Villa did that well actually at the weekend, first half against Chelsea. They went quite direct into Ollie Watkins and went quite early.
Oh, Edward, man.
In that respect. Didn't deal with that great.
Pulisic. So that's to the door.
Go on, corner.
Another Chelsea corner.
Come on.
Salvatore hasn't been able to add to his league goal tally the way he does in cup competitions.
Oh. Come on, boys. Let's go and get the 3 points.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's the next phase for Callum Hudson-Odoi. End product. Goals, assists. Needs more of them.
Again, Chelsea players trying to crowd the goalkeeper.
Yes!
Salvatore.
Yo! Oh, crap ball.
He had a run of 8 consecutive games between late October and late November. Callum Hudson-Odoi, his best ever run of starts for the team. Then he
How do you do a ball like
missed
that?
a few, but returned from COVID against Villa.
Slow getting out there, Brighton. Didn't even attempt to actually
Come on,
go and
pressure.
close Callum Hudson-Odoi down, which is slightly odd and worrying.
Oh, pressure.
Normally when a short corner is played, everyone starts to adjust and you want to get out there and front that ball up as quick as you can.
That's a foul, ref. Well done. Book someone. Come on, book someone, please.
Mentioned before that Mike Dean not showing any red cards in the Premier League this season. He is the only referee in Premier League history to show over 100
Oh,
red cards
you're not gonna.
in the top flight.
That sounds like a good game.
Perhaps.
It's getting older, Connor.
Maybe the players
Oh no! Oh no!
That is Christensen, Andreas Christensen.
Oh no!
With Thiago Silva available.
Ah! Why? That's it. His game's run. We're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked. We're fucked.
Good to see him back up at his feet so quickly.
Christensen's injured.
There is some activity down on the Chelsea bench.
Thiago Silva's not even on the bench. We haven't got any, and the only other centre back. Oh, he's bringing Chalobah on to replace him.
Yeah,
He's to enter the fray.
he's ready to go. That's not good news.
No,
Disappointing for a
stop.
player, that.
He's on the bench too.
Really disappointing for him because he needs a consistent run of games, I think, Andreas Christensen.
Yeah, but oh,
Again, he's going to find himself missing out again by the looks.
For now, Chelsea play on with 10. Now they're back to 11. The return of Christensen.
that.
This is Kovacic.
But it was a wave.
Rudiger to Hudson-Odoi.
That is still good.
Kovacic has been
Oh no! Oh no! 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 Woo! Well done, Rudiger. Well done.
Yeah, chose it too late. That's all he needed to do was just roll that through and let Rudiger and Ramsey have a foot race. There's only one
Go on,
way,
Reece.
but he delayed the pass. He was having a look for Mopé and
Oi!
eventually
Bugs!
went back to
Book the
him.
cunt!
Rudiger was there
Fuck
to
off!
deny him.
How was that not a foul, Mike Dean, you shite?
Service having a fine game in the Brighton engine room. Here he is again. He was the player who won possession
I would-
of the breakaway, and he was the player who shut down Chelsea's attempt
Ha-
to counter-attack afterwards.
How was it Brighton?
Cucurella. Mopé. Not had much possession in this opening quarter of the game, Neil Mopé.
Oh, it's a ball! Big run! Big run!
Damper in the nearest defender.
Mouth! Oh! Okay. Keep going.
That's how vital it is to hold the ball up. Neil Mopé losing possession.
Let's keep going.
From there, Chelsea spring that. Lukaku right on the line. Waits for
Jumping.
support from Mason Mount, who's probably screaming at him, just wait, hold it, and then all of a sudden releases it at the right time. Shot from a tight angle goal.
And that-
was going to save that one, but
Yeah.
More concerns. Difficult times for all coaches at the moment.
This is getting worse.
Tuchel does have as wide and deep a squad as anyone. And that signal there, the twirling hand motion, the
Oh
international
no!
sign language
No!
for
No!
we're gonna have
No!
to make a change.
Oh, this is not good. Not good at all.
see what happened to Reece James, whether it's actually a
Reece James
collision
done.
of some description or just a twist, because he's gone to
Oh, I can
run.
let you. Yeah.
And again, that's when it becomes.
I can let you know, Dale, Reece James looked like he could be coming off.
We'll see it.
No, and literally, that was because Brighton players are just constantly taking our players out constantly, and they're injuring them deliberately.
An awful lot there, to be honest with you.
There's
a bit of contact, but not a tremendous amount. So that's a real blow. That.
Yeah, he looked like he twisted his ankle as he fell, as he was getting challenged. He can't walk on it. He's literally. Yeah.
Yeah, looks really sore for him.
But Marcos a lot. Yeah.
For Chelsea, that obviously a bit of contact in that collision. Looking very gingerly as he comes off the field. Let's hope he's back soon.
Wow. You can tell, yeah. You can tell how bad this Reece James injury is.
This injury isn't as severe as it appears for Reece
Yeah.
James, but comes Marcus Alonso a little comfortably.
Come on, boys!
That left wing back position.
Oh, what stress do we need? Go on, Rob! Big Rob! Big Rob! Oh! 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 Oh!
Only one Premier League goal since September.
Big Rob, this is it! There we go. But still, we can score goals. And he scored a header. And Mason Mount. Mason Mount assist again.
It's a brilliant contact, it's a fast delivery, but watch Mopé, grabs him round the waist, and then he hits the floor. No, I wouldn't be disallowing that.
Also, at the moment, it can't be offside for that. It can't be offside because he literally was right next to a player. There is nothing wrong with it. Ah, but the goal's given, but the goal's been given. Mike Dean has given the goal. Ah. Oh, no, yeah.
Really good goal, excellent work from him. And again, for Brighton,
that's it, yeah. The goal's been. It's not going to be because the fans were cheering because Mike Dean just said he pointed towards the centre circle. It's another classic header from him. Yeah, but the one thing I don't like that Mopé tried to con the referee.
Scored more headers this season than anyone else in the top flight. Mopé is not happy, but I think when he sees the replay, he'll see that if you're going to hold on to a player, it just increases the chances that they're going to have a little swipe off you.
Yeah, and that's good. 1-0. Oh, nearly. And also at the moment, your bet should yeah. And also in your bet should be up because Brighton should have had some bookings by now.
The luxury of the referee's viewpoint on this. Let's bring in Mark Clattenburg. Mark, what do you make about that little bit of strictly condensing between Neil Mopé and Romelu Lukaku?
First of all, what I'm seeing a lot of, especially in the last couple of weeks, is defenders are
Come on,
not
boys.
watching the ball at corner kicks. They're watching the men. He's put his arms around, and the momentum of Lukaku's arm has caught Mopé. But for me, this arm is just natural. He's trying to shake him off. He's lost his ground. He's went down. This is a clear goal for me.
Thanks very much, Mark.
Yeah, the referee who's talking about the decision is Mark Clattenburg.
That's his job. He's coming back, standing
he does it for.
To try and block people.
Yeah.
You've got to be cute
And he
about
said
it.
he.
You've got to be better
What
at
you
it.
said is what he said. He's just trying to shrug the player off.
You've got to try and step across the line and make him run round you, make him have to think a little bit harder to find that little bit of space. That's what Mope's.
But he also said that in slightly, Mope was trying to con the ref to make it look like he did something that he didn't do.
But you can't just grab people. If you grab people, they're well within their rights to try and get you off and head in that, making first contact in a Brighton shirt.
That's still funny. That.
Graham Potter would have had advanced warning of Chelsea's threat from corners. More goals from corners.
It ain't a different game because it's still the same team.
Good rescue by Christensen to hold up Mope.
Ah!
Looks to the door. Might have struck his arm. Spotted by Dean.
Can't do it.
To Brighton.
Christensen's still not moving well. Still limping a bit. You can see him there. It's not.
No, he's the best. He's the best midfielder in Premier League history.
Three at the back. So two people be on the look at that for sure.
Challenged by Mason Mount. He's clearly the last touch came off the Spaniard, but Mike Dean says it will be a corner.
Yep. And we should be
Good tracking back though by Mason Mount.
and we should be happy because John Terry's back at Chelsea now.
Speaking of headed goals, Chelsea have yet to concede a header this season.
I don't think he will do because what he's doing is he's in the he's a part of the development program, so he's going to be with the academy.
Standards are rising though for Graham Potter.
But it's not a full-time job; it's a part-time job.
All the time. He is the only Brighton manager to ever have taken league points off Chelsea. Draws in 2 of the last 3 meetings. If they're to get the draw here, Brighton, they will need to come from behind.
I remember. Gerrard was that shit. He slipped on grass.
50th Premier League appearance this evening for Edouard Mendy. First touch from Lukaku.
Oh, Lukaku, you're just something else.
Tackling on Cucurella.
Brendan Rodgers. Come on, boys.
Well, over half an hour played here now. And live right now in Prime Video. Brentford against Manchester.
That's a bit harsh.
8:15 kickoff. The build-up is already underway for that. It could be a really pivotal night in the title race. If City were to lose and Chelsea win here, the gap at the top could be down to just 3 points. Of course, if results were to go the other way for Chelsea, there could be as many as 9 points off the top by bedtime. Massive difference in that. Tomorrow, the live football continues. Manchester United against Burnley, available to watch on Prime Video. Chelsea 1-0 up, everything going well. The concern has been the injury to Reece James. We're being told it's believed to be a hamstring problem that he is set to leave the field with tonight. Here's a chance. McAllister. Rudiger did well to
Come on, Chelsea. What's gonna be fun tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah. Tomorrow's gonna be fun.
Lukaku. Uncertain touch. Needed to be firmer to give it Hudson-Odoi a chance.
His hold-up play tonight, Lukaku's been excellent.
None.
His hold-up play all round has been very good. McAllister obviously hitting that shot just now, but been impressed with the way he hung onto the ball and allowed people like Mason Mount and Callum Hudson-Odoi to get in and around him. That one there we just saw was probably the first one that he should have done better with. It's not always been his strong point. It's got better after his time in Italy, but it's still something I think that he can improve on.
He made Man United And he made Man United win a trophy before Liverpool again.
10 minutes to go to the break, and Brighton with much work to do to improve in their
But it'll be fun tomorrow because Burnley will win tomorrow.
Mendy will be pleased his defensive provided really to deal with.
I can see it just because of what happened on Sunday, on Monday. If it's on.
Where he can run, Chelsea win back, and he won't fancy that.
And then that's what Rannick.
But that's been their best.
Yeah.
Vehicle in terms of play, I think, getting out to Lamptey.
And
taking on Pulisic. It's good for March. Jorginho has given it straight to Bissouma.
Way!
It was a long way out. He needed to catch it just right. Bissouma. He's only ever scored 2 league goals for Brighton.
Here we go. Let's see.
Yeah, worth a go. Just doesn't really get the snap in it to worry Mendy.
Now they do have an attempt on target for this first half, Brighton.
The bunch of shite.
Bissouma again. Maybe the early one was just a
Go and get it out! Out, no! Ref! That's a foul! That's a foul, ref! What a save, Mendy! What a save, Mendy! Oh, Lallana! Stop moaning! Stop moaning!
It's much better. Again, once you run.
Adam Lallana's now moaning that Brighton.
He's not good at recovering in those sort of areas. He just crumbles.
Why are you moaning that Brighton should have had a penalty? No, he's moaning that he said that Brighton should have had a penalty when it wasn't even a penalty.
Crouching and adjusting through a rock of bodies makes a nice.
The Brighton player just literally slipped himself.
Get more people ahead of the ball, more options.
Yeah, Bissouma just went and slipped, and it looked like the player challenged him after he slipped, but that was just the surface. Yeah. And good saving, good defending. Look, Big Rob. He does everything.
They haven't allowed their heads to drop, having conceded that goal to Lukaku. A very obvious threat. And it's Lukaku's header not fully away. Lallana. Adam Lallana, who's been on the winning side here at Stamford Bridge.
Way, oh, look at Lallana.
All of them in his Liverpool days. And he's got just 1 goal for Brighton since joining the club. That was last season against Leicester. He never really caught hold of that.
Tough one, that. It's really dropping from some distance out of the sky. He's got dark blue shirts, just trying to put him off, and he doesn't really make the greatest contact. But that's better from Brighton. What we've seen in the last 7 or 8 minutes, 20, 25 minutes, they're pretty tame going forward. Nothing much, but once they start getting a few bodies ahead of the ball and get Bissouma running,
that's better.
as I mentioned, in and around Jorginho, Chelsea do look vulnerable at times.
Excellent steal from Mason Mount there.
Oh.
I
thought it's just better just me ringing you because we can't hear each other talk.
Composure under pressure. Lamptey.
I got the football on doing my streaming, and then in the background I got the darts. Yeah, but the difference is Chelsea have done like 1 foul, 1 bad challenge. And they might get booked for it, but Brighton, that is shocking. Brighton have done more fouling than Chelsea have in this whole entire first half, and all their players get booked. But as soon as one Chelsea player does something, they get booked for 1 challenge. It's a joke.
Wild and reckless, that from Rudiger. And as much as he might smile and protest, I think that's absolutely.
How on earth does Brighton get away with all the challenges they've been doing, but Rudiger does 1 challenge and gets booked for it?
So the first booking of the game.
Now I can see why he got booked, because he jumped off the ground to do it. He didn't even got booked.
To get there, Conor. He actually didn't need to make the challenge like that.
He's a full bloody player.
Yeah, intimidation.
It's all or nothing.
Correct, it's part of.
Rudiger could have been sent off if he wasn't careful.
He didn't get away with that one, and now he's got to be careful and sensible.
He's never been sent off for Chelsea, Antonio Rudiger. It's a good delivery. And Brighton will get the corner.
Well done Rudiger again.
Nothing out. Decent pressure though over the last 5 minutes or so from Brighton as half-time draws ever closer at Stamford
Come on,
Bridge.
Chelsea. Chelsea 1, Brighton 0. Romelu Lukaku with the goal.
Far from it. Last Brighton corner delivery was dreadful. This is better.
Well done, Mendy.
Lamptey. Oh, it just wouldn't come down for him, really.
Lucky. When you take that one on your chest or on your thigh and you let it bounce, then you always know that you're going to run out of time if you're not careful. That's what happens. He has to try and get his foot above that a little bit quicker than he would have liked.
Good awareness from Veltman. Here is Lallana. Nice touch off Alonso. Let's bring Mark Clattenburg back in again. Mark, what's your view on the Rudiger challenge a few moments ago?
Yeah, it's not the best challenge. He does go in two-footed. It's more of a sliding challenge than a lunge. He doesn't go direct to his opponent. What he does, he slides the two-footed in front of his opponent, and therefore that's why he doesn't endanger the safety of the opponent, and that's why the yellow card was issued for a reckless challenge.
Thanks very much, Mark.
Come on, Chelsea.
On a yellow card for now.
Chelsea 1, Brighton 0. 43 minutes played.
Pulisic has done a good job keeping tabs on Solly March so far. Veltman. Lamptey. It does just enough to hold Brighton up. Jorginho. That's for Quetta. Chelsea working well into their opponent's half. Mount.
Unlucky Mount. Unlucky.
And McAllister have made the run. Mope unable to find him. Pulisic. Hudson-Odoi inside. This is Kovacic. Period of game management now for Chelsea. Just look to control possession. Rudiger goes for a lofted option, which probably wasn't his most suited club in the bag. No.
20-25 minutes, I think Chelsea were decent. Got their goal, and then Brighton, to their credit, come back into it. Chelsea just lacked a little bit of energy in that last 15 minutes and have allowed Brighton a little bit of room to pick their heads up and find one or two of their teammates, and they've looked better for it. So they're not out of the game. They've got to do more. They've still got to improve and be better. But at least now they're up to speed. You feel like they're competing. They're very much in the game.
We are about to move into stoppages at the end of the first half. On an evening when Chelsea want to keep that pressure up on Manchester City ahead of them in the table. 4 minutes to be added on for added time. His team still in this. Graham Potter still remaining positive and upbeat. Brighton have only lost one away game in the league this season. All those draws they've had attest to the fact that they are very difficult to beat. to Mope. Might have come off an arm of Aspilicueta. That's Mike Dean's view. Basuma. Huntsman trying to find that outlet of Lamptey. So the first half, Chelsea have in the main been dominant. However, it was 5 minutes. Brighton growing into the game, and Graham Potter will hope that they can pick up at the start of the second half the way they are finishing this first period. Bit of room for Lallana. McAllister ships it on. Here he is again. McAllister.
Good stop.
Lucky, good strike again. Alexis McAllister hits it nice. Unfortunately, once more. It's too close.
Yeah, he had another call.
Again.
He got a penalty against Manchester City in October.
Oh, okay.
His other goals so far this season came to the win over Watford for Alexis McAllister. The last 6 attempts now in this game have all been for Brighton.
Yeah. Just looks a little edgy, Chelsea. 15 minutes. Second best, and this man, Bissouma, every time he gets the ball, he looks like he wants to drive his team forward. He's played very well.
Lamptey trying to shrug off Alonso, straight to Rudiger. One back though by Modder. This is Mope to March. His first half isn't over yet. McAllister, Mope. Well, he was leaning in, he only got the barest of touches on it.
Good numbers in the box again, Brighton. They might have been better just setting that back for someone there, rather than trying to find Mope.
Aspilicueta. Jorginho. Seeking out Hudson-Odoi. Challenge from James Huntsman, who was sent off in his Ajax days in a game against Chelsea in the past. Misplaced pass from Dan Burn. Zuma there to mop up the pieces, as he so often does for Brighton. It's McAllister. It's the 4 minutes expired now. So the goal from Romelu Lukaku is the difference between the teams. Chelsea fans have waited a long time to celebrate a Lukaku goal here at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League. Mike Dean has had one or two.
Guys, I'll see you guys in about
and it's again
4 or 5 minutes. Just got to pop on for a minute. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Manager video.
And back, folks. Chelsea versus Brighton back on the way. So, Chelsea versus Brighton is back on the way.
More energy. So that was a worry for Thomas Tuchel. And again, he's had to make alterations. Chalobah coming on into that central position in that back three. Disappointing for Christensen again, but Brighton need to keep their foot to the floor and keep just chipping away, nagging away at Chelsea, worrying them.
Less than certain start to the second half of the Chelsea defence. Little moments like that will just give encouragement to Brighton. Lamptey, Chalobah's first busy task since coming on is to ensure that Mopé didn't get a sniff of that.
Come on, Chelsea!
Jorginho. Again, they failed to clear away.
Oh, Jorginho again as usual.
To McAllister. Cucurella. To March. He's done well. Lallana. Chance. Shoots.
Oh, off the...
Jakob Moller, who has yet to score a Premier League goal, and he nearly electrified the early stages of this second half there.
Yeah, just couldn't get enough on it, really. Just goes with the top of his boot, just trying to just flick it round the corner. It's nearly, very nearly, clever ball that from Adam Lallana. First time, just clipping that in the box, and look, the shimmer from Moller, but skims the back of the crossbar. About Mendy just panicking for a split second, but good start, positive start for Brighton. Chelsea looking leggy, Connor, to me. They look a little bit short on energy.
Jakob Moller, who did score in the League Cup in September at Cardiff. It's been his only goal for Brighton.
Come on.
As
Yeah.
close as any of his teammates have been tonight there. Here's the man whose goal does separate the teams.
Ah, that's fine.
Chalobah, he's really had a whirlwind few months. Only made his debut in the Super Cup final win at Windsor Park in August. Scored in his Premier League debut against Crystal Palace.
My dad's giving me some advice that if Luke says anything in the future, just do not respond to it.
Just a few months ago, he's become so important.
It's better. And Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Just said that most of the issues that a lot of us have is because of him, and that is true, because he doesn't learn what is wrong in his head. And my dad's saying, you don't turn into someone like that, because that's someone who is just going to literally, if you go to just a random person, you're going to get filled in.
This is Alonso.
No, but it's true. If you did that and you were out on the streets and you did that, someone would give you a punch.
Rudiger.
Yeah, I was saying it about that, but just still ignore him. Or what you could do is you could be a cheeky little thing and said you agree with him, but do it in a way where it looks like you're not agreeing with him. Hey! Because there's a way of doing that, and that's being like sarcastic. He just said don't turn into him and start being someone who just gets angry for angry's sake, and just be a normal football fan and just don't be one of those people.
It's difficult when a player is running at pace, people in the box.
No, it's like me when I was saying to my dad that we played alright in the first half. It's just that I think Brighton were being quite dirty, but some of the challenges were actually they got the ball in most of them. And I seem to be like that a lot of the time against.
Good delivery again. Moller with the head on it for Brighton.
No, I just mentioned him, and it's saying that he's been saying something about Chelsea, so he said just let him go and say something like that, and you just don't respond to it, and you be the bigger man.
Taking too long. Why do you let people get that close to you to threaten the ball? Don't blame everybody else. Get rid of it.
No, I was just saying about myself. Like my dad said, it doesn't matter what anybody else does, it's what you do.
contrast to the run before that when he'd had 7 clean sheets in 8 matches. But it's just been a little bit of a wobble.
So it's like if he says something, just don't listen to it, or just don't respond. Simple as that. Because if you don't respond, then it'll make him more annoyed because he thinks that you'll respond to it.
Dean brought the whistle to his lips, but he hasn't blown it. Advantage for Brighton. March is struck by Pulisic, and that will be a Brighton free kick.
Just think you could have put that one in there, Solly March. Decides to chop it. He gets the free kick. I think there, whip that in with your left foot.
It's just one of my phrases that I say. I always go have it, and that's literally one of my phrases when I score. So I like to give me something to be happy about. But I only respond to stuff if, more or less, if it's anything that's rude, and I just think they need to be taught, or if it's something that they mentioned about your like family or something, then it really needs to be. You have to put something in. That's happened to me like once or twice on this game, on that game. Hey! The spot. Come on, don't let him score. Come on. Well done, Hudson-Odoi. You know, my dad said that Rudiger's lucky to still be on the pitch. But he was. Because he could have easily got sent off. And if you want any more bad news, City are winning. Oh, because it's... Yeah, Phil Foden. Wow, Gary Anderson's through to next. Wow, Gary Anderson's through to next round after being 3-1 down.
Beaten by Dan Burn. Lallana.
Gerwin Price shite.
March get it in this time. It's better.
That's never handball. What a save, Mendy!
Choice than to tip it over. He's having a wonderful game here, Basuma.
Just checking it. No, that's actually well played.
Wow.
For Marcus Alonso. That was difficult, that.
Come on.
Fast cross.
We need to
come at him just in case it popped up onto his arm. It didn't. His clearance.
That'd be interesting. That's not handball. That is chest. That's all chest.
And then they had to tip that one over.
Stomach more than anything from Alonso.
I just said it would be interesting. Come on.
Make this set piece count. Burn. Rudiger over it. Came off his upper thigh. Jorginho on hand though to complete the clearance for Chelsea.
But the only thing that my dad can understand is you'll be biased to some teams in this league because you know that they're not going to like Chelsea. So you have that biasness because they'll do the same to us.
I think he likes what he's seeing, Graham Potter. Not the best.
Yeah, and I always tell my dad said, which teams do you have the most that you'd be biased to? And I always say Man United, Liverpool, and that's due just to history I've had with people that I've known.
In the first half, everything kind of happened in and around him. Got to make sure he's not isolated and he starts dropping deep.
I've had the history, but that was way back when I was younger. And it was when I was at school, because literally everyone in my school supported Man United, and me and Luke were the only ones who supported other teams. And then in my last 2 years, we had someone who joined who was a Man City fan, so that switched up a bit. He got really big stick, so I used to stick up for him a lot because everyone used to take the mickey out of him because it was Man City, but then they started winning everything.
Yeah, and I saw Mason Mount drive into the box. Didn't think this one. I think he was looking for this one a little bit. Not enough contact there.
We need to start playing. Go on, Hudson Odoi! Hudson Odoi! Hudson Odoi, you are a shithouse. You are a shithouse, and you know it. You should be dropped for that. You should be dropped for that. What a disgrace.
For Chelsea to double their lead.
You've got to exploit that.
No, when you see what he did, if you were manager, I would bring him off for that. What he did is uncalled for. He could have easily just gone for goal himself, and he chose the stupidest option.
Decision from Callum Hudson-Odoi. That's that end product. That's those key moments that he's got to do better in.
And it's the same. It's the same at Villa. Oh, and Mopé nearly scored. That's all because of Hudson. Hudson-Odoi couldn't have a simple opportunity and couldn't do better with it.
Closest Neil Mopé has come tonight.
Yeah, Chalobah tries to pinch it in front. He doesn't get there. Then Rudiger's afraid to get too tight.
It's stupid what Hudson-Odoi did. It was stupid.
That's why the Hudson-Odoi situation, this one.
How can you, Hudson-Odoi, how on earth can you go one-on-one with the keeper, try and pass it to another player and get it and hit the opposing player's leg?
If he feels built when he's got himself in a good position, then he's got to have the courage
What?
to keep going.
When easily he could have gone for goal.
Get a shot away.
Yeah, he could have easily have gone for goal, and he was in a better position than Mount was to have a shot on goal. And that's why I would say. That's why I said to you, if you were the manager, would you bring him off because of that? Because I know Sir Alex Ferguson would have done in his day as a manager. He would take players off if they did something wrong. And if that costs you a game, then I wouldn't expect him to play next game.
Wanting to try and make contact there as quick as he can. He gets a tiny fraction on that, little bit of sympathy. There was a faint bit of contact, but not enough.
Boo! Shithouse! Shithouse, Welsh bastard! Shithouse! Shithouse, Welsh bastard! Go and shag a sheep! Go and shag a sheep! You know. Yes, that's why I said go and shag a sheep. Because I hate the bastard. That guy is the most arrogant. And he's disrespectful and unsportsmanship. He's the worst sports player I've ever seen in the history of sports. The guy even disrespected the fans who pay God and money to come and watch darts. And he went and had to go at them. Why would you ever go at fans? They've done nothing wrong to you. Go on! That's why I'm hoping whoever he's playing against goes and gives him a run for his money.
But another Chelsea attack peters out without an attempt on target.
What?
Struggling in that regard at the moment. Chelsea have the lead, but can they build on it?
No.
Jorginho.
No, one thing I will say about the only difference is between him and Gerwin Price, he's a more better sportsmanship that even if he wins, he'll go and like shake hands with the opponent, be very respectful, even though the opponent's lost. Because that's
He was in for a side of goal, and he's done really well. Rudiger to the rescue for Chelsea.
Here we go, he's playing against Weidenbode, the Titan. Drik Vandenbode. How on earth did Brighton not score? That was all thanks to Rudiger, again as usual. Iceman? He should not be called that. His nickname is called Gerwin the Conman Price.
Pushing hard for an equaliser.
Yeah, but my nickname for him is the cunt. Because that guy is...
Tricky bounce. Chalobah gets a boot on it.
And
plenty of his teammates still in the mix here.
I just don't like him due to the fact that he treats people wrongly when you should be respectful of whoever you play against. And sport's not like that. Come on, Bright. Come on, Chelsea. My mind's all over the place. I'm watching two things at once. Come on, Chelsea.
You think of it, Ramsey, much of Mason Mount. Lukaku, I think, has still been Chelsea's best
I
player.
never thought I'd be saying this, but come on, you Dutchman.
Hudson-Odoi's had that big chance that he didn't make the most of, and you look at that now.
Wow, Brighton have had 13 attempts on...
13 and 5.
Wow, Brighton have had 13 attempts, 5 on target. Chelsea have only had 6, 4 on target.
Chelsea's last shot on target was actually the goal from Lukaku. That was in the 28th minute of the game.
Brighton have had none. Chelsea have had 1, and that was that Rudiger one that it could have been. He could have got sent off for, because he went off the floor 2-footed. What?
It's been quick.
I already know. What else? And weirdly enough, the last shot on target Chelsea had is the goal that we scored, which is not good enough.
The endeavour there, if not quite the end result. Brighton have yet to win a game this season against a team above them in the table.
I can check here. Kovacic is not long since been booked. Rudiger and none for Brighton.
Asking a lot of Mope here. Nothing fancy from Chalobah.
Come on, Chelsea. Get your head in the game.
Lallana.
We always seem to go off the pace as soon as we score 1 goal, and it shouldn't be the case. Go on. No, you Dutch bastard. He missed double 16. How easy it's easy to hit that. Go on, Rob, pass the ball quick. Yes. No. Wow, Gerwin Price has missed double 1. Ah, Gerwin Price has missed. Go on. Oh, you. Yeah, because he's got someone. Yeah, because in this. I watched this player's last match, and he was so bad at hitting doubles. He hasn't got a good record.
Could have played in Hudson-Odoi a little quicker. Chose not to do so.
The one thing that makes me hate him the most is when he does his famous scream, and I thought I would love to punch him when he does that and say that will make you shut up. Because when he does that, I just don't like him because he's cocky. He's just like the Welsh version of Luke, but in a worse form.
Played terrific, hasn't it, Basuma? Every time he sees the space in
I still don't believe that this guy played rugby.
Wants to get in there, wants to just drive forward with the ball and draw those sort of fouls.
Because I think that's what you tell me, that Gerwin Price used to be a rugby player.
Junior was well positioned. March has got the chance to keep this move alive for Brighton.
Is that what everyone? Is that what everyone? Please don't say that the fans are actually singing that. Good.
It's good to Mope. This is Byrne.
Because I know the crowd when usually when Gerwin plays, they always try and get under his skin.
Chelsea defence that remain under pressure here.
Yeah, boy. Come on, find the bowler.
This is March. This is Lallana.
Whoa! Lallana just missed the most easiest shot he can have all night.
Big chance again for Brighton.
Massive chance.
He missed his. He was literally like 5 yards out, and he still missed.
For others in that sort of situation.
But what's annoying that why are we having 2 players from a corner against 1 Chelsea player going up against 2 Brighton players from a corner when they were going short? Looks like, are we bringing someone on? No, Brighton brought someone on.
An interesting change.
Oh, Lamptey's gone off.
The midfielder.
Oh, the one player in that Brighton lineup that I.
The right back.
Yeah, that one player in the Brighton. I did well at pronouncing all the Brighton players' names. It was just the one player that's just come on. I couldn't pronounce his name because I've never heard of him.
Good feet from Mope. This is Sully March. Shalaba, where he needed to be.
Yeah, because I couldn't know how to pronounce it without doing it wrong. So,
much opportunity to play it out
yeah.
from the back. At the moment, all they can do is clear their lines.
Yeah.
Pulisic. Shut down by Kukure.
And weapon.
Times like this.
Yes! Yes! Saviour! Saving grace! Come on! NG! Come on, NG! I am not clapping you because you are a cunt! You are a cunt! You are a cunt! And you know... yeah, but you know who it is. Off is coming off Carl Hudson-Odoi, and he's the reason why I am not, for one, I usually will clap a play going up, but I'm not doing it this time because he missed a chance. He could have, yeah, if Hudson-Odoi had took that chance away, would have been 2-0 up. He had the better, he was in a better position, and he didn't take it. He decided to pass it.
Medical advice about how much game time he can give players. And his particular expertise
I'm happy.
Required now for Chelsea for the final.
That's why I said
game.
NG
To hold on to what would be a very valuable 3 points in the title race.
I'm just happy that JT's back, helping out the youngsters now. Those youngsters are going to get better. They're going to get better because they're being taught by a legend, but the absolute legend. We finally got a foul. John Terry, I would say, is not the greatest legend we've had, because I'll give that to someone like Peter Osgood.
Such a good run of Dan Burn grabbing hold of Lukaku's shirt there.
And Jack, yeah. But one thing is, Chelsea got a record which no one will ever take from us, which is scoring in every round of the FA Cup, and Peter Osgood did that. Nope, that's... There is going to be... There's certain challenges where I thought when Reece James went off, I thought that challenge originally, I thought it was a bad challenge, but then when you see the replay, you see he gets the ball. My dad said he thought the same. He thought, when Reece James went off injury, he thought... Is he on crack? See, is it and if it... Yeah. Yeah, do you know if that, yeah, this Biden Boulder, he has a thing of not being able to hit doubles. Why we weren't allowed to play on just because the Brighton player was on the floor? Just, it's annoying. I think that's annoying. I think that's annoying. I wonder if Lukaku has...
It's nice build up.
Basically, Lukaku just went...
When it comes out wide, just look at Lukaku on the edge of the box.
Yeah, they gave a foul because Lukaku was basically pulling back at a Brighton player, but also the Brighton player was pulling at Lukaku. So you could have given it either way, and you just said, why was it a foul? Because I was just using strength.
Get rid of them, get them away from him.
And you can...
Against the sort of stuff that goes on a lot.
Yeah, but you can tell how he panicked, because the last match, he took him to sudden death, and he won 6-5 in sudden death. Here we go, 2-2 for Dirk Van Dijvenbode. And getting Van den Bode.
Due to travel to Goodison to play Everton on Sunday, then it's a visit to the Hawthorns to face Championship club West Brom in the FA Cup third round. Brighton's next home game is a tasty one
Oh, it'd be a legend if Gerwyn Price gets knocked out. It would be the most laughable thing ever. Oh, get up! Lukaku!
He's got Kovacic to his left. He's also got Alonso.
Yep, Alonso, you're a shit. Alonso, you're a shit house. You had one touch and you lost the ball straight away.
Didn't make the most of that. A web through there. You're right, Connor. Marcus Alonso. Got the ball there. Not sure what to do with
25
that.
ball, no! 182. Give some of us that Dutch courage.
More than likely be enough.
Because at the moment we don't have any good English darts players, so we don't know who to turn to.
Around about 20 minutes to play. But we've certainly got possession.
I would love to know who's the highest ranked Englishman in
And
darts.
they turn it into an equalising goal here that would really frustrate Chelsea.
Do
Lallana. Good work from Mount. Now he fancies a run against Cucurella here.
Hello, John. How are you doing? Chelsea won, Brighton 0, about 90 minutes to go. And Chelsea have a free kick on the foul. Lukaku, get in.
Questions being asked of Chelsea, and they are rolling up their sleeves and they're getting stuck in for the fight that's needed.
Yeah, good play, Lukaku. Burn is so petrified of allowing him to get half a yard away from him. He's all over him like a rash. Every time the ball goes into Lukaku now, Dan Burn is so close to him. But the striker's always favourite to just roll him or pick him off, I think. Getting too tight.
Chelsea have picked up more Premier League points on their travels this season than they have.
Here we go. I managed to find out the song he comes out to. Yes! Oh! I found out the song he comes out to. It comes out to Just Like You by Radical Redemption.
That's someone like Rudiger allowed to just peel up at the back post. Cucurella doesn't do enough. In the end, that
Which he comes out to like hardcore style music to get him going.
just there is your worst nightmare. But he does well actually to adjust his feet and somehow scramble that away.
His heart would have jumped to that moment. Joel Veltman. Mount's most disappointing corner delivery of the evening. He's
Yeah.
some beauty so far. That was not one for his collection. This isn't gonna.
Come on, Chelsea!
That's
Go
a
on!
great ball. Aspilicueta.
Yes! Yes, Mal! Oh! Come on, Chelsea! Come on, Chelsea!
Urging the Chelsea fans, come on, pick us up. Help us here. We need you. And fans duly respond.
Come on, Chelsea! Come on, Chelsea. Someone get your head onto this.
Better delivery this time from Mount.
Oh. Unfortunately, it was Chalobah. Nathan. Go on, Mount. That's a ball. Go on, then go. Oh. The guys are whip it. The guys everywhere.
So difficult to win possession after goal. You think you've got it,
Yeah.
and he bites back again.
Exactly right. It's perpetual motion, isn't it? Just keeps going.
The guy's not a statue.
Quickly gets it back for his team.
N'Golo Kante's a whip it.
Alonso. Kovacic. Too close.
Because he's literally everywhere. He's that quick.
Still plenty of energy in Brighton's movement.
And he doesn't stop. Wow. It shows that it took for us to bring Kante on for the team to actually start playing. Shows he has an effect on the team. Oh, and Jorginho has lost the ball again.
Half time in that one at the moment. And tomorrow night the action continues. Post Burnley Burnley, who haven't played in some time. They've had multiple match postponements. Here's Basuma.
What a challenge! What a challenge!
He's working really hard. He always does. Mason Mount, he always gives everything.
What a challenge, Mount!
He's a terrific player. Whatever position, whether he's one of the midfield three, Connor, if he's further forward as he has been tonight, he's always absolutely busting.
The guy likes doing a fist bump, does his Brighton bowler.
Chelsea's player of the year last season, Mason Mount. I'd imagine if the votes were to be cast right now, he'd have a good shout of being player of this season.
Brighton bowler with his fists.
Activity down on the.
They've already used all 3 subs.
Danny Welbeck.
You want to know that you might not know this, we've already used all 3 subs.
I can see Graham Potter's thinking of bringing on attacking players because.
No, we've already used all 3 subs.
I just need someone to finish one of these off.
Because Reece James had to go off injured, so we had to bring someone on for that. We had to bring some Chauber on because of Christensen got injured. And then the last one was for Kante coming on. So that's 3.
Make another change.
But some teams in the league want it to become 5, and some teams don't want it to have 5 subs. Because it will benefit like us.
To shore things up. Here he is. Aspilicueta. Pulisic. Back to N'Golo Kante. Pulisic was caught by Solly March there. 19 waves play on.
Go on! Oh, you jammy bastard.
Nice footwork from Lallana.
Come on, Biden bowler.
Jorginho. You mentioned earlier, Andy, that
Come on, Evie. Come on, Chelsea.
It's almost like they've got a second wind in the second.
Yeah, well, they just hung in there. They've had to ride out a bit of a storm. Unfortunately,
Come on,
Brighton
Chelsea.
the effects of the game, having to chase and push and try and force Chelsea into mistakes. Now they're just having to drop back a little bit. They've made a few changes. A couple more coming.
Jorginho.
Lukaku. Mount.
This is Aspilicueta. Jorginho hasn't ventured into the final third.
Yeah, what doesn't help that Jorginho slowed the play down by taking a double touch.
Too close to Rudiger. Need to be more mindful of possession. Kukurea gets away with one there. Basuma.
Oh, Gerwin Price shite.
Blindsided by the positioning of Aldine there as the ball came too early. Might have seen it too late. This is Kovacic.
Go on, Kovacic. Lukaku.
This is Mason Mount.
Oh!
It off Kukurea. It really was one of those that could have gone anywhere.
Good work from Kovacic and Lukaku again.
Nearly scored again.
This time Kukurea throws out a leg and puts it away for a corner.
Right, Alexis McAllister is the player who makes way here. Danny Welbeck will come on.
Oh God, they're bringing on.
First time he ever played against
Oh
Chelsea
great,
in the
they're bringing on.
Premier League.
They're bringing on
He scored
Danny
against
Welbeck.
That was early in his career when he was on loan at Sunderland. Lallana came across to the sideline there because he thought he was the player being replaced.
Come on, Chelsea.
He will battle on for now. Disappointing to look
Yeah,
at
but it's
from
even that
Alonso
pointless. We
Corners
put.
from Chelsea fans right around
Wow.
Stamford Bridge.
Take Mason Mount on corners. Don't leave it to Marco Bloody Alonso, who can't be the first man.
Jorginho.
Lukaku! Oh, referee! Shite.
In the end, the flag was raised. And
Yep.
Lukaku had
I prefer Mount on corners because he actually puts in a good ball.
Only just, look, you can see him there just peeling off. Just a fraction there. I mean, that's very, very close. Might have been a little nudge in the back there as well from Lukaku.
Ziyech is on the bench.
Basuma.
It might be that Ziyech might have to play on Sunday.
There's been a little tussle here off the ball. 19 has had to hold up play. A tussle between Basuma and Mason Mount. The ball was miles away from both of them there. It's a game that's been very competitive.
Yep.
Right from the start. And yellow card for Mason Mount there. 10 minutes to go. Could be a very big 10 minutes in Chelsea's season. And I think Mason Mount knows that. And that's why he's in battle mode down there.
Way! Happy days! Your bet is up! Brighton have had a player booked.
Just trying to disrupt him and disturb him as much as they can and as quickly as they can.
Brighton have just had a player booked.
Both players there have been booked, Mount and Basuma. It was the aftermath of this.
And it, wow, Mason Mount and Basuma. Yeah.
So just back from a
Mason Mount and Basuma had a scuffle.
5 yellows in his last 7 games. He is competitive. He doesn't shirk away from
You might see it in a bit because you're a bit behind.
Boy, isn't he? Played well tonight for his team. I'm very impressed with what he's done.
And you see who that they weren't going for it. It was just one was grabbing the other, and the other wasn't doing anything. Yeah, but you also got to think Basuma was doing all of it. Mason Mount was just standing his ground thinking, why are you doing this?
Chelsea's leader.
Go with Price, you fucking shite. Go with Price, you fucking shite. And as it stands, we're going 3 points above Liverpool. Woohoo! Great.
To ensure that gap doesn't grow any bigger than 6 points.
Come on, Brentford. Can you please score, please?
7 minutes plus whatever. Mike Dean decides to add on at the end. So it's huge. Because Chelsea haven't been in their finest moment, have they, recently? So they've just got to hang in there. City,
Come on, Chelsea!
they've looked incredible.
Guys, if you want to put a question in the chat, I'm happy to answer any questions you guys put in front of me.
It's important that they manage this game and see it out.
Just confirming Mason Mount was booked for that tete-a-tete with
I'm not talking about that. We got to talk about this game.
Basuma, who missed the win over Brentford after an accumulation of yellow cards, so he's building up that tally again. I feel here that Brighton will get at least one more good opportunity. The question is, will they be able to take it? Danny Welbeck, who's proved over the years what a good finisher he is. He's been hampered by injuries, of course.
Oh, Pulisic, stop trying to be fancy.
This is Mope. Holds off Jorginho. He's tried to give it in early. And Spinaqueta was able to deflect away. Chelsea fans delaying and returning the ball to Brighton here, which I guess is a compliment the visitors can receive, that the fans are trying to slow the opposition down.
Wow. The guy who's becoming a sensation in Chile. Can't believe that guy's become the most popular player. He's the most popular player in that Chile international team. It's that Brereton Diaz, because everyone didn't expect someone just from England to be able to play for Chile.
I think for Solly March there, just do it anyway. If the flag goes up, it goes up. But
that would have been offside had he touched so much.
He knows he is.
We don't even look like we're going to score another goal at this rate. We had a chance to go 2-0 up, but Hudson-Odoi missed the most easiest chance we can have all night.
There's Lukaku. He's enjoyed his tussles with Tambourine tonight.
Yes! Kante!
Shows too much of it to cook away.
Oh, Kante.
Mope.
Kante, because he knew he had it and then decided I'm going to do a turn and accidentally give the ball away. Go on, Kovacic. Go on. Lukaku. Oh, God. That's a corner, ref. That's a corner.
Is pointing towards the edge of the 6-yard box. He says
that is a corner, ref. I wonder if you don't see that as a corner. Is he on me, ref?
On his right foot, chops back in on his left, certainly puts Dan Burn on the floor, but just then runs into another Brighton shirt, big block tackle, and he doesn't get the benefit of that. Good situation.
Applauding that they'd won a corner and then realising they hadn't. Tuchel knows this is not over yet. Second goal for Chelsea would be most welcome for him. Ooh. Kante should be it again.
And it's Kante! Corner, come on! Come on! Good, Chelsea!
Easily seen and picked off by N'Golo Kante. Lukaku does well to just reverse the ball back to him. The shot lacks any real purpose, but actually in some ways you get the corner, the chance to just...
Wait, finally! You're taking Marcos Alonso over corners. Thankful for that. Put Mason Mount on, he can do a better ball.
Very professional from Chelsea over the last quarter of an hour or so. They have tried to dampen Brighton's enthusiasm. They have tried to protect their
That's
lead.
the ball. That's the ball. That's the ball. Have a crack. Oh. Oh.
Goal kick. Kovacic, who has got one goal this season, it came against Aston Villa in September. That was actually the first time he'd ever scored a goal at Stamford Bridge.
87-30. Come on, boys.
For the visitors, Jacob Muller's work is done for the evening. Stephen Alzate will come on. Played against Brentford on Boxing Day. That was his first appearance in September. He's been out for a long time with an ankle injury. Stephen Alzate, who scored a famous winning goal against Liverpool at Anfield last season. Hasn't scored since, mind you.
Oh, wait, we got a free kick just because Kante had to run straight through him. Kante got booked just because he stood his ground.
Again, so good at reading those situations and getting his body in.
Oh, we got a free kick just for that. Wait, I'll take that. I'll take that, ref. Thank you.
Concedes the foul.
90 seconds of the 90 minutes remain. We're into Kukurea. Okay, strong in the face of...
Oh, well done, Pulisic. That's a foul, ref. That's a foul, ref.
Hurts himself there. He remains down. This is Lopez.
Get in there, Chalobah.
He has been solid and steady since his introduction at half-time. Pulisic wants to soldier on.
This is great fun. Chelsea fans are just basically winding the Brighton players up. It's funny. This is hilarious.
Trotted by Basuma, but VAR had a look at it. We're happy that no further action was required. Pulisic, straight back in.
Go on, Pulisic. Oh.
Basuma. Brighton are going to get an equaliser here. It's going to be a very, very late one.
How is that? No, that's not a foul. I'm on 90 now. That's not a foul, ref.
Yeah, little smile from Mason Mount because
What?
blown his whistle immediately.
That is never a foul. Yeah, but it's all thanks. It's going to be thanks to this cunt.
Welbeck to stretch his legs. March, who switched to the right wing since the introduction of Elzate. Here's Kukurea. They're all up for it now for Brighton. And it's Welbeck.
Danny Welbeck has scored.
Danny Welbeck with the last gasp equaliser for Brighton. That could well salvage a point for them. But that could well seriously damage
Yep, and Hudson.
Chelsea's title.
And it's Hudson. I'm blaming Hudson Odoi for this because he had the chance to basically put us 2-0 up.
He's only had one chance since coming on. Danny Welbeck makes it count.
Blaming Hudson Odoi.
Great lead from Danny Welbeck. Brilliant header. And again, what they have done really well all night, Brighton, is when they've had a chance, look at the numbers they get in and around the box. Players in the thick of things. Well, I'll tell you what, that's a powerful jump.
Yep, and you know what's weird about... Oh, who is it that we can blame for this?
You think the Chelsea man might get there. Rudiger close behind.
Wow, he went in the middle of Rudiger and Chalobah and not one of them jumped for it.
Majestically and gets the power behind that header to give Mendy absolutely no chance. Doesn't even move the goalie. That's a brilliant header, that is. That's a fabulous goal.
He has to patch his body to get on the field these days, Danny Welbeck. The injury problems he's had, but
Yeah, but then the other...
like that.
Yeah, but the other thing that's going to be annoying is if Hudson Odoi took that chance, instead of passing the bloody ball, we would have been 2-0 up.
Chelsea for Manchester United, never scored against Chelsea for Arsenal. He gets a crucial goal for Brighton here.
Bites on the arse, and the one we can blame is Hudson Odoi. So basically the chance we had to win it was squandered because one guy tried to be unselfish where he should have been selfish.
How much ball you have, you cannot rely on one.
And
There'll always be that moment, and that moment just arrived for Brighton. Great goal from them.
They were due to be 4 minutes.
yeah, but the goal that Mason Mount scored that was given us a foul, the goal before the goal, the one that Mason Mount scored before after a foul, I thought that wasn't a foul.
To double the lead now, they try to regain a lead. It's Spilicueta. Away by Veltman. Thomas Tuchel will be very disappointed at the way this has gone. Andy, we're almost at full time. Who's your man of the match?
Well, look, I'm going to give it to Lukaku. I thought he
Oh,
was
Lukaku got man of the match
I
again.
thought he was going to be the man that got
Again.
his team over the line. As it happens, that doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Bissouma's run him so close. I thought he's been excellent too.
Those two have been the standout performers. Lukaku's goal on his first Premier League start since October. A game that Chelsea may well have felt they have done enough to win. But it's not over till it's over. Never is. March.
But we're still above Liverpool by a point. So we end the first of the season second.
Danny Welbeck.
And that's what I wanted.
Conte. Can there be a late hurrah for Chelsea here? Kovacic. For the full-time whistle is
Not good enough.
by Brighton. A hard-fought battle ends in a share of the spoils. Lukaku thought he had done enough to be the match winner. It is now a third draw in 5 Premier League games for Chelsea. Chelsea have now dropped points in 4 of their last 5
Full-time
matches.
Chelsea 0,
What a
Brighton.
goal from Danny Welbeck. He came on
Chelsea 1, Brighton 1, which
to do.
is just shocking.
Didn't he do it?
Like, subscribe to the bell notification to get the post, and the next stream will be on Sunday for Chelsea versus Liverpool.